Right, round 4, and we're going to tackle spike stitches and picots in this round. Please don't be worried. They're perfectly achievable. So we're going to start, we've got our third blue here. We've got aqua. I'm working with aqua. Obviously, whatever you're working with is completely fine. But let's just again have a little look at what we're going to be achieving here. We're going to be making these lovely sort of the outer part of the petal, and the picot is that little bit at the top there, that little curved part, to really give it that really pretty shape. All right, so we're going to start by joining the yarn into a stitch we've already worked. All right, so we've already, on the last round, we put double crochet, didn't we, if you remember, into the top of the first treble of these groups. So that's where we're going to go again. We're going to put our hook straight through as if we're making that double crochet again. All right, so it's going to go at the base of the double crochet at the top of the treble from round 2, which is this French blue round. I'm going to pull up the aqua yarn, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it higher than I might normally, and this is going to be our spike stitch. This is going to be our first kind of pretend spike stitch, and all a spike stitch is just in this case spike double is just taller than you would expect it to be. All right, it's just a slightly taller stitch. So I'm going to pull it up a little bit, and I will pull my yarn through. So it's a really long double crochet is what it is, using UK terminology. So you can see it's just a taller double crochet than you might normally make. Now, because we've already used this first stitch, we've kind of covered this first stitch that we've covered up with this, we've covered the first stitch, we've covered the first double crochet with this spike double crochet. So we're not going to put anything in the top of that. We're going to come across to the next stitch, and we're going to put 1 double crochet into that one. All right, so we've sort of used up the first stitch, if you like, by covering it up with the spike double crochet. So 1 double into the next one, 2 into the next one along, and we're going to do that twice. So 1 2 1 2. All right. Okay, now we're at the center, and this is where we're going to make that picot. So we've already sort of got rid of a spike double. We're going to make a picot now. No rest is there. So 3 chain, 1 2 and 3. I'm going to bend that chain back on itself to make that nice little sort of circle bubble at the point of the petal. So we're going to take our hook, and we're going to slip stitch into the stitch at the base of the chain. All right, so you can see the chain coming out of this stitch here. You can see the chain coming up, and here's the stitch. And where I'm going to put my hook is through into the top of that stitch and into the side of it. So if you can see where the chain's coming out, I put my hook through into where the chain's coming out and to the side of the stitch beside it. And I will slip stitch to join. So pull through and pull through, and it creates this very sweet, neat little bubble, or circle is what it is technically, isn't it? Okay, so that's a picot, and we're going to put 1 double crochet back into that same stitch. Okay, so that's now nice and neat and secure, our picot. 1 into the next one, 2 into the next one, 1 into the next one, and here comes our actual proper spike stitch. All right, so again you will see where we've come round to that beginning, or in this case the end, double crochet. So our last round we sort of did that curve, didn't we? We went from double all the way up to treble, then back down to double. So we're back down to the double here, and we're going to hide that with a spike stitch again. So that means we're going to put our hook not into the top of the next stitch on this row, we're coming underneath. So where it's actually formed at the stitch at the base of it, we're going to come underneath and put our stitch back, I put our hook back into that stitch below, that treble below made in French blue. and pull up and just let the hook pull to the height of the work. So you can see it's pulled to the height of the round I'm already, or sorry, the row that I've created there. And I will pull through to finish it. And all you can see now, can't you? That's just a long double crochet. That's what a spike stitch is, a long double crochet. Okay, so that is that. We're still making our chain to skip across. So 3 chain again, and then we're going to repeat that all again. Okay, so spike double. So hook goes into the stitch at the base of the double from the round before. We pull up the yarn tall enough to come up to the level of the work where we are and finish our double that way. And we've already hidden that stitch, so we're coming across to the next stitch and we're going to do 1 double crochet and 2 and 1, some yarn, and 2. And now we're going to make the 3 chain, 1, 2 and 3. So here we are with our second picot, and if you remember, we take our hook, we go into the top where the chain is coming out and into the side of the stitch where the chain is coming out and make our slip stitch. Okay, and there's our little picot. 1 double at the base and round we go. All right, so take it slow, rewind obviously if you need to. So you've made spike stitches. Let's just finish with 1 spike stitch. So we come to the end again here. So hook goes in at the base of that double crochet, pulls up sufficiently high to carry on at the level we're working at, and we close the stitch. So that's what we're going to be looking for. We're going to be looking for the curved, beautifully curved petals. The picot is sitting in the middle there, and each side of those petals is marked, if you like, by these tall spike stitches. So hopefully achievable, not too complicated, and it really creates this really pretty shape. So I'll finish that up and you'll see what it looks like completed. Okay, here we go, slip stitching to join at the end here. And there we have it. Our lovely petals on the first layer of our flower complete.